Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Bourbon and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Bourbon's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give him when we're working with him in the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves his left hand free to give any little correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a tiny tug and release on the training collar. That is the second piece of equipment that we're using. We also encourage Bourbon with the occasional treat. Now Bourbon is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Bourbon heel. Now at this point, Bourbon has a job to do, and that is to remain even with your left leg when you're walking. He should not be forging ahead or lagging behind or pulling you or leading the walk in any way, and when you stop, he should sit and wait for his next command. So this makes walking him much more of a pleasure because you are leading the walk, not Bourbon. Nice automatic sit. And we have a blanket out here for him where he's looking for treats.
Stay.
This is your sit stay. And you can practice these commands right indoors. You don't have to go outside. Your sit stay, your homework will be to lengthen out the amount of time he can hold it and the distance that you can go. Now on this command, Rich can either return back to his shoulders, which is what he did, and then they take off heeling again. And this tires Bourbon out, which a tired Bourbon is a good Bourbon. You want him thinking, you want him performing tasks for you. It's not all about what he wants all the time. Rich leaves him in another sit stay, turns to face him, and this time Rich is going to demonstrate the come on command. Now you notice he didn't get all amped up with his voice. He very quietly said to COME, and he came right in and sat facing Rich's knees. Sits, stay, Rich turns to face him, and he's going to demonstrate that recall again. Comes right in and sits. He gets a treat for a good job that time. Doesn't get a treat every time. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are probably Bourbon's least favorite, and that's his down command. So we do use food to encourage him with this command. He likes to lay down, he just doesn't like to lay down on command. So Rich has him sit first. He will use a treat. He gives him the hand command to down.
Down.
Stay. And again, your job at home is going to be to lengthen out the time and the distance that you can go. Rich returns back to his shoulders, and then he gives him another command. So he heels him out of every command. And for a bulldog, he's got a lot of energy. Gives him sit, uses his treat, gives him the down, stay. Now I'll have a packet of written information for you tomorrow. Bourbon's like, okay, I'm over this. And if you notice, see, Rich didn't let him get out of it. because he throws these little temper tantrums at times, and you have to win. So Rich is making sure that he finishes that command, and that's what you have to do at home, because Bourbon very much has a mind of his own. So as I was saying, we're going to have a packet of information for you, scheduling, crate training, all of those things. He's certainly been a challenge, but I think he's come a very, very long way, and we know that you're going to be glad to have him home. Thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we will see you very soon.